The energy is amazing here at the 31st Boby Streets of Latka in Slovakia. Some of the world's best high jumpers came together for this super important indoor meet, and everyone in the crowd is excited to see an awesome competition. Before we start, don't forget that you are watching Ashley. Click subscribe to the channel right now if you love track and field. In this video, we will be watching how the top 3 athletes did in the competition. Let's get started. The bar is at 1.80 meters. First up is Angelina Topic, the 19-year-old world under-20 champion and the European bronze medal winner. The Serbian superstar is making her mark with the grown-up athletes. Too bad she missed the Paris Olympics after getting hurt in the tryout round. She starts running with careful steps, keeps a strong jumping position, and goes over the bar super easily. A perfect jump to start things off. This sets up what could be a competition we'll never forget. We've got 3 women in this group who've won world under-20 titles. Don't miss any of them. The bar goes up to 1.85 meters. Topic is back on the runway. She takes off with confidence, but this time she barely touches the bar. It shakes for a second, but stays up. That was close, but she makes it to the next round. Great height, just look at how much space there is between her body and the bar. Now it's time for Eleanor Patterson to make her first try of the competition. The 28-year-old bronze medal winner at the Paris Olympics looks calm and ready as she runs toward the bar. She does her jump with perfect aim, going over it cleanly without any problems. A textbook jump from the Australian showing off her amazing skills. The bar is now at 1.90 meters. She jumped 197 to win here last year. Topic tries to clear 1.90 meters, but doesn't time her takeoff quite right, which causes her first miss of the night. She shakes her head, knowing she'll get another chance to fix her approach. She just clips it off with her heels. More of the same would be a really good thing. But Patterson keeps doing great. She launches herself over the bar with smooth moves, keeping her perfect record in the competition going. 23-year-old Yaroslava Mahocic, the European champion, the world champion, the Olympic champion, and the world record holder, makes her much-awaited entrance. The coach is looking on. First jump of the competition for Yaroslava. She gets great lift off the ground, but clips the bar a little on her way over. It shakes for a moment but holds. A scary clearance, but it counts, and the Ukrainian star moves on. Back to Topic for her second try. First attempt she gets ready, drives forward with purpose, and this time there is no mistake. A perfect clearance as the Serbian moves to the next round. Soon we'll be able to get those kinds of stats. I'd love to know the distance between the highest point and the bar there. I think it was a good 10 centimeters. The bar goes up to 1.93 meters. Topic doesn't waste time attacking the next height. She launches into the air and sails over the bar with confidence. A perfect jump, and she's still a teenager who hasn't turned 20 yet. Patterson follows, and she too makes it look easy. Her technique stays perfect as she clears 1.93 meters on her first try. She's been winning big titles as far back as 2013, when she won the world under 18. Mahocic, however, has some trouble. Her first try doesn't work as she struggles with her takeoff rhythm. She gets ready and comes back for a second try, but once again she can't clear the bar. The pressure is getting intense. She just left her legs trailing behind. Everyone's watching closely, just look at that. But she just couldn't quite get her legs over and clipped it off with her heels. The bar is at 1.96 meters. Topic goes toward the bar, but her try isn't quite right and she knocks the bar down. This was her second failed try at this height. She now has only one more try left. Here 12 months ago indoors, she ... Patterson, looking unbeatable, gets yet another first-time clearance. She hasn't messed up yet and now takes control of the competition. Mahocic, having skipped her final try at 1.93 meters, now puts all her hopes on this one try at 1.96 meters. The tension is high as she runs down the track, plants her foot, and launches herself up into the sky. This time there is no mistake. She clears it beautifully, keeping herself in the running. What an amazing comeback from the world record holder. You can still see a bit of relief on her face, but she's so good at getting those clutch jumps right when it matters. That wasn't. Topic now faces a do or die moment with one try left. She must do it perfectly. She takes a deep breath, focuses. Third and final attempt for Serbian. And she does an amazing clearance. The Serbian athlete stays in the competition with a clutch performance. Between us, we've got the last 5 winners in Banska Bystrica. While they're in the competition still, the bar is at 1.99 meters. Patterson is the first to go, and once again, she makes it look easy. Her jump is exact and clean, getting yet another first attempt clearance. She makes her position stronger at the top of the leaderboard. I'm sure she's going to be very happy with that. Everything's just clicking into place for the Australian. Well, at the next height, which will be 201, Mahuchik follows, now seeming to be in her groove. She lifts off with confidence and clears the bar easily. She is very much back in the contest. I think she can finally breathe a sigh of relief, although she's still behind Patterson on countback. That really was an excellent jump from Mahuchik. So just Angelina Topic to what a Topic is struggling at this height. 2 failed tries put her under huge pressure. So she's got 1 try left at this height, which would be a Serbian record minus 1.99 meters. Angelina Topic will take a 3rd try. That really was a good effort. The bar is at 2.01 meters. With 1 try left, Topic makes a smart decision. Instead of using her final jump at 1.99 meters, she takes a big risk on clearing 2.01. She gets herself ready, drives forward, but it turns out to be a height too far. The bar comes down, and with that, her competition ends. She finishes in 3rd place, a really good effort. But what a good effort with that 3rd and final try. 2 meters is there. It's just a question of when it happens. Patterson steps up for her first try at 2.01 meters. So well so far, but for the first time tonight, she fails. A rare miss from the Australian, showing that the pressure is starting to build. Her approach is strong, her takeoff powerful, but her timing is just slightly off. Control it, and she's so strong. Yaroslava Mahuchik, the Ukrainian star, walks confidently onto the runway. The defending champion has been slowly building momentum, and now with Patterson's miss, the chance to take the lead is right there. She takes a deep breath, focuses her eyes on the bar, and begins her approach. Her sprint is smooth, her takeoff explosive, and she soars over the bar with room to spare, a first attempt clearance. The crowd erupts in applause as Mahuchik's coach clenches her fist in relief. She has now taken the lead, and the pressure shifts completely onto Patterson's shoulders. She regains the advantage. She's cleared a world record of 210 and jumped 206. Here for the meeting record, but that was still an absolutely magnificent jump. 2nd try for Eleanor Patterson. This is what the athletes are competing for tonight. Patterson comes back for her 2nd try. Again, coming in fast, the takeoff is strong, but the execution is just slightly off. The bar shakes, wobbles, and falls once again. Patterson knows just 1 try left to keep her title hopes alive. 1 more attempt from Patterson. She just brushes the bar on her way down, just wondering whether she might go for broke and take her final try at 203. This, of course, would be an indoor personal best for Patterson if she was to take her 3rd try at this height. And the final try for Patterson. Really enjoying this competition. The crowd claps for Patterson as she gets ready for her last try. She runs down the track, launches into the air, but it's not enough. The bar falls again. She lands with a look of disappointment, a sad smile on her face, knowing her battle ends here. Patterson settles for second place, but the crowd acknowledges her amazing effort and display of high jumping skills tonight. She's been battling injuries the last few years. The Australian hasn't been her brilliant self lately, but tonight she showed glimpses of why she was the world champion in 2022. Mentioning that the winners here get 2,000. With the title already secured, Mahocic decides to push herself further. She sets her sights on 2.04 meters. She runs down the runway with purpose, plants her foot firmly, and pushes herself into the air, but the bar is just out of reach this time. It falls, and Mahocic lands on the mat, shaking her head slightly. It was an excellent effort, but she just grazed the bar with her bottom to bring it down. 2 more tries at 204th though for Yaroslava. This is Mahocic's final try at 2.04 meters. This is her chance to cap off an already amazing performance with something extraordinary. She takes a moment to get ready, picturing the perfect jump. The arena holds its breath as she begins her approach. Ukrainian! Her sprint is powerful, her takeoff explosive, but once again the bar proves just too high. It comes down, and with it, her night comes to an end. Despite the miss, Mahocic's performance has been nothing short of spectacular. What a competition it has been. Angelina Topic, the young Serbian spurster, claims third place with an impressive clearance of 1.96 meters. Her performance tonight has once again shown her huge potential and proved her reputation as a future star of the sport. Eleanor Patterson, the Australian world champion, finishes in second place after an almost perfect sear.